Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Engineering Learners. Today my topic is about how to convert the whole circle bearing to reduced bearing. First I just introduce that what is bearing and what is the two types of bearing. So a bearing is the clockwise or anti-clockwise angle which is measured from the north or south pole. So there are just mainly two types of bearing. The first one is whole circle bearing. The second one is reduced bearing, which is also known as quadrantal bearing. What is whole circle bearing? The angle made by a line with the magnetic north pole in the clockwise direction is known as whole circle bearing. An angle, those line which is made in angle with a north pole in the clockwise direction is known as whole circle bearing. The second one is reduced bearing. So an angle which is made aligned with the north or south pole is known as reduced bearing. Reduced bearing are that kind of bearing which is made in angle with the north and a south pole. Okay, our main approach is that how to convert the whole circle bearing to reduced bearing. First, just remember that first quadrant as 0 to 90 degree, second quadrant as 90 to 180 degree, third quadrant as 180 to 270 degree, and the fourth quadrant as 270 to 360 degree. Okay, now how can we convert whole circle bearing to reduced bearing? The first one is 45, then 130, then 240, and then 290. We know that 45 angle is in the first quadrant, 130 in the second, 240 in the third, and 290 is in the fourth quadrant. So in first quadrant the whole circle bearing and reduced bearing should be same. In second quadrant we can subtract the whole circle bearing from 180. In third quadrant we can subtract 180 degree from whole circle bearing. In fourth quadrant we can subtract whole circle bearing from the 360 degree. Okay, the first whole circle bearing is 45. So we know that in first quadrant the whole circle bearing and reduced bearing should be same. So reduced bearing is also 45 degree. The second one is 130. So it's in second quadrant. So in second quadrant we can subtract whole circle bearing from 180. So here the whole circle bearing is 130. If we subtract it from the 180, it will give you 50 degree. The third one is 240. So it's in third quadrant. So we know that in third quadrant we can subtract 180 from the whole circle bearing. So 180 degree minus whole circle bearing is, here the whole circle bearing is 240, so it will give you 60 degree. The fourth one is 290 degree, so it's in fourth quadrant. So we know that whole circle bearing minus 360 degree, whole circle bearing is 290 degree, it will give you 70 degree. We are already find the all values of the reduced bearing. Now I draw the diagram of these angle, so our concept should be clear that what is reduced bearing and what is whole circle bearing. Okay, our first angle is 45. So we know that in whole circle bearing and reduced bearing should be same. So our first angle is from here to here, it's a 45 angle. And it's a reduced bearing, so we know that we can take it only from the north and south pole. So I just take it from the north pole because it's near to the north pole. If it's near to south pole, so I take it from the south pole. Now the 45 angle is from north to here, it is a 45 angle. So we know that whole circle bearing and reduced bearing should be same in the first quadrant. The second one is 130 degree. The whole circle bearing is 130. So from north to here it's 130. If we subtract 130 from the 180, so it will give you that particular angle which is 50 degree. The third one is 240. So from north to here it's all are 240. If we subtract 180 from the 240, it will give you 60 degrees. So from there, here from south to here, that line, it's a 60 degree. The fourth one is 290. So it's here, the line is here, the angle from north to here, it's all or 290. If we subtract 290 from 360, it will give you 70 degree. So from north to here, that angle is 70 degree. Remember that if the line is between the north and east, just like the 45 angle is between the north and east, so we can take the reduced bearing north 45 degree, east, like here is the 50 angle, so south for 50 degree east, then the other one is south 60 degree west, then north 70 degree and west. Okay, that's it for today's lecture. If you are new to my channel, so do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Thank you so much.